Generally, when people write into us, they tell us their story, and then they say, can my marriage be saved, or is it over? And I know what they want. Our counselors here know what they want. They want to be told that their marriage can be saved. People want their marriages to be saved because intuitively we know that when we signed up to be married to our soulmate, it was forever. And we don't know how we got off track as badly as we do, but we know that our marriage could be saved. Now, I'm Paul Friedman, and I founded the Marriage Foundation, and we believe in reinventing your marriage, reimagining it, because all of the stuff that we're getting from the internet, from articles, and from basically everywhere, it's ubiquitous, is that you can leave. You could just get a divorce, start your life again, take up a hobby. I don't know. And don't worry about the kids. They'll be fine. And they won't be fine. And yes, there are some cases where you should get a divorce. There are. Like if your husband is a pedophile, leave him for sure. If he's beating the crap out of you, leave him. If he's the head of a mafia organization, no offense to the Italians, yeah, it's dangerous. So if it's really a clear and present danger, it's not so good. Now, on the men's side, we have a lot of cases coming to us that the wife is threatening to leave. She has her husband living in another room. There's been no sex for quite some time. And in those cases, gentlemen, unless your wife is cheating on you, you can make this work. Or if she's moved out, you can make this work. And how do we do that? Well, we do it with our online courses, but let me tell you why it's possible. Let me tell you what's missing, why your marriage has gotten so off track. It begins, I know this example has been used for many things for years and years, where you put a lobster in a cold water pot and you turn on the heat and it doesn't even know that it's dying, and it does. I'm afraid it does. But that's what happens in marriages, where people begin just by taking each other for granted a little, and then they do things that they would have never done when they were dating or courting, like yelling at each other or giving each other bad looks or being critical, right? All of these things start to add up. And generally when there's a divorce, and I know this because I was a divorce mediator before I started helping people in 2001, these things add up, and one of the couple has come to the end of the rope and they want out. And so when one of the couple is like at the end of their rope and the other one has a choice, they either say, no, 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 they freak out, I don't want to get a divorce. And then what do they do? What do they do? But they do want to save their marriage, and they tell us, I'm going to stand for my marriage. I'm going to fight for my marriage. I know that, or they're religious, they're Christians, and they go, we're not supposed to get a divorce. I don't want to get a divorce. And I'm telling you now that this is savable. It's savable. And I'm going to tell you how, kind of a step-by-step. I'm going to tell you it's savable, and I'm going to kind of tell you how we do it in our online course. So at least you have an outline of where to go, because many people are too shy. They don't want to take the course for whatever reason, and that's fine. We want to help you save your marriage anyway. The number one thing to do is literally just stop doing the things that you didn't start doing until after you got to know each other. And I mentioned them already. So don't be critical anymore. Don't complain anymore. Never condemn. Don't take your spouse for granted. And I'm not telling you for both of you. I'm just telling for you. Remember, our perspective is one of you is all it takes to save your marriage. So those are the don'ts. Don't do things that you know are toxic to your marriage. And you know they are. You don't need a roadmap for that. So if you have a thought, if you're angry, don't stuff it, but don't say anything out loud. Instead of stuffing it, say, should I really be angry? Certainly don't look at them with anger. Certainly maybe get out of the room, but don't pretend that that's enough. Change your attitude. Remember how your attitude was when you were first dating? It wasn't just because you wanted to show them your better side. That is your side. That is you. What you did was you chose to not express the negative stuff that sits in everyone's mind, right? Okay, so that's the don't do. And then the to do, recall why you got married in the first place. You got married because you wanted to be with this special human being. This is your soulmate here. And now you have to look past all of the junk that you did. And when I say reimagining your marriage, what I'm talking about is going back to where you started. And instead of accepting human nature and taking that, you be special, you be kind, you be loving, you be considerate, you be always user-friendly. Marriage-friendly is a better term. Always smile, always be supportive, and cultivate that love that is in your heart for them. Think of the love that you began with as the seed of love that is meant to completely take over your marriage, that is to become your marriage. And you could do it. And that's it. So don't give up. It's one of my theme things. Don't give up. Unless, like I stated before, it's like you have no choice. But you do have a choice. 95% of the time you do have a choice. And it isn't your fault and it isn't their fault that things got this way. So, we want to get beyond all the crap and get into now, starting from here, developing that marriage that you've always wanted. And you can do it, and you have to do it on your own. They'll join in eventually, but you have to do it yourself. You can't make it. There's no such thing as a team effort or it takes two to tango. All that stuff is wrong. It's just not truthful. All right. So I hope this was beneficial for you. And now we'll give you some next steps to do if, for instance, you want to continue. And you could like this video, you could subscribe. If you're not, by the way, if you're not interested in seeing what we have to offer, for sale, then you could leave us at this point. Just like the video and subscribe. God bless you. I'm Paul Friedman. Take care. Now, if your marriage is doing okay, but you could use a little help, you can just watch these videos. It's free. Or you could read my articles. They're free. Or you could take the next step. Get one of my books. We have two books. One is Lessons for a Happy Marriage, and the other is Breaking the Cycle. And the only difference is one is a little more complicated because I wrote Breaking the Cycle for when I started to train marriage counselors into our system. Now, if your marriage is really like, oh my God, I don't know how long I could take this, then by all means, don't worry about the money. There's plans that start for less than $10 a week. Get the online course. We have one for women and we have one for men. They're both spectacular. And if both of you, and it's rare, but go to our website. And if your spouse wants to sign up too, they can, but later. First, you find out what it's all about. One thing I promise you is within days or weeks at the most, you will be blown away by the amazing changes that are happening already. God bless you. And please like this video, but more importantly, subscribe so you can get this entire series of the toxins that hit your marriage. I'm Paul Friedman. God bless you and take care.